Hey, Gabucks here. Today I want to talk about coin selling and why I've decided to take a sponsor for Madden 21. So basically, there are two camps of Madden content creators, right? They're the ones that take coin sponsors and the ones that work with EA and get their benefits for the kind of content. Now, when I first started off, I wanted to be a little bit more journalistic, be in the middle. Because if you take a coin sponsor, you can't work with EA. And if you work with EA, you're basically biased, right? Because when you take benefits from somebody, you're more likely in an interview type situation, a lot of them softballs, to keep getting those kind of benefits to not be cut off, right? There's a reason why you have to go a little softer on them. So I would want to do that, whether perceived or real bias by working with EA. Now, obviously, the number one reason taking a coin sponsor is money, right? Nobody takes a sponsor for any other reason, so get that out of the way. But the reason why I haven't done one for so many years, and it's been, tens of thousands of dollars that I've missed out on by not taking these coin sponsorships, is because I wanted to do interviews with EA. And that, in the past, year or so, I was on the podcast, basically became impossible to get EA people. Now, I think I'm pretty... I don't think I'm pretty well liked around EA headquarters. I've had a few of them unfollow me. Clint, who was in the podcast, unfollow, block DM, so on and so forth. He's still giving interviews to other people, so it is unfortunate to see that. It's kind of hurt a lot of the content that I've wanted to do. So like that was kind of the balancing thing, right? That was kind of keeping me from that, is to be able to do that kind of content, kind of give the behind the scenes look into the development process, into the developers. But like, and you guys know this, a lot of that is due to my own toxic attitude too, right? If I wouldn't have said Madden sucks so much, if I would have gotten so angry at the game, maybe they'd still follow. So a little bit, I'd say a lot of it is on me. I'm not blaming them for not following me, because if somebody's telling me my product's bad, yeah, sure, I might get angry and unfollow that person too. So I'm not completely blaming on EA's front, line employees. I still think a lot of them are good people, right? They're still great people. My biggest issue is with their upper management and their kind of middle upper management, and kind of like the resources that go into the game isn't near what we put into it as consumers. But coin sponsorship. So I've lost basically every single interview opportunity over the last year or so to talk with EA people and kind of get that ground floor kind of knowledge for the consumer base. So I hope somebody that's maybe watching this that also does content, hopefully you can pick that up. Because either I burn bridges and they don't want to do that, but maybe somebody else can do that. But I do not recommend not taking the coin sponsorship money, right? So it's a double negative. Because it is really good, right? The coin sponsor money will allow me to do content that I've kind of wanted to do. It's allowed me now to hire 2 people from the community to help out with editing and other stuff. So like it allows me, and kind of allows me to do what I want with the business, to kind of expand it, grow it, bring more stuff in it. Like you guys remember that tournament I ran in the spring that was basically finding the best player in MUT? So that I had to do unpaid. But now I can run those tournament and throw money into it, because the excess money I'm making now over what just YouTube and Twitch kind of content. So I can now use a little bit more to give back to the community, which I hope to do a little bit of. I'm not going to give away like all of it, obviously, because, reasons, money, right? To buy shiny things like MUT cards, right? Most of my coin sponsor money will probably go back into packs anyways, but that's what it is, right? Money is money. That's literally how our society functions. And I had thought of it like, taking sponsorships back in the day, it was like selling out, right? But now it's no longer like that. That's like the Gen X attitude, the slacker, that kind of stuff. They don't want their rock stars on. Now society has switched, and a lot of sponsorships are now seen as kind of a badge of honor. Right? People are like, oh my God, I'm working with G Fuel, I'm awesome. I'm working with Coke, I'm working with Pepsi, gaming chair companies, so on and so forth. So now it's like seen as like a kind of like, hey, your content's good enough to get sponsored. That's like a validation of you. So, and me, am I stuck in my old attitude of wanting, hey, maybe that's not good to sell out the message, sell out your art, quote unquote. I'm wrong. Right? And I got to adapt to the upcoming meta. Like Bruce Lee says, become water, right? Adapt to where you are. So I had to adapt, right? This is me and my stubbornness changing. And so that's something I got to recognize is being sponsored. Now people see you as more legit, because here's the thing in the Madden community. People putting out, like I would say, worse content than me, right? They don't find the loopholes first. They're basically my channel a few days later. They're just like basically they're reacting to stuff. I'm creating things, and they're doing better than I am. And it's frustrating to see that like the whole strategy hasn't paid off, so now I gotta switch, right? I gotta become better for that. They're doing things I'm not, and I need to do better, because I feel like what I've done is amazing. and the things that I've helped people with giving them billions of coins in content. And obviously, not every video of mine is creating. Some of it is reactionary, just reading off news, giving analysis, that kind of stuff. So don't get me wrong, I'm not like the greatest creator ever. That's definitely not even close to it. But I think what I've done and what I've been able to give people is greater than anybody else in the Madden community. So I just want to kind of continue to grow. And I think the coin sponsor, whether people look at it as more legitimacy to the channel, will help me do that. So that's kind of my thinking there. Obviously, I still want to reiterate the money, right? Sponsorship money. I'm not bigger than that. Don't put me on a pedestal as somebody like, oh, I'm taking it for blank reasons because fuck EA. No. Like I said, I still think solid people are working at EA. So a lot of that stuff's happened, right? The lack of interviews, adapting to the meta. I am now going to be sponsored by Rock Bottom Coins. It is going to be a sponsorship. Other YouTubers sponsored there. I like them because they're 100% American owned and operated. There are other coin sites that are operated by other countries, and I've already gone on one video this week talking about another country, and I'm not going to do that again here. But Rock Bottom, so that's what I'm going to be doing this year, basically promoting for them. And you're going to see that starting with Madden 21. I think on the 20th is when I'm going to start there. So there it is. If you've made coins and whatnot off me, please sell your coins to Rock Bottom, right? They want to buy it. And like, I feel like I've gotten a lot of people money for, like, B-Spec has made thousands of dollars last year. We talked about it in Twitch chat. And I feel like other people have sold coins and made money. So I only ask you, if you make money off the content, to sell it to Rock Bottom, right? That's what I want most of all from you all, is if you're doing that and you want to make money off your coins, please sell here, okay? So that's how you can support me going forward, is by going to Rock Bottom. And let me know any other content you want to see on this channel now that we have some money to throw tournaments and whatnot. Like in EA, like the thing about EA is they in their game has allowed me and given me so much opportunity to live this life with you guys, right? Just the hottest dudes on YouTube and Twitch getting together and just staring at each other and really going at it. So I do want to shout, like, if their game if people didn't like it, I wouldn't have this opportunity, right? EA employs not only their staff, but a whole host of other small businesses out here, from creators like me, coin sellers, that kind of stuff. So I just want to, shout out for the game being great and awful at the same time, right? It's a game that is, it's so weird. It's so, like, I guess, like Cerebus, right? The three-headed dog guarding the gates of hell. But I guess Cerebus is all his heads are pretty horrible. That's maybe not the best solution. I guess a two-headed ogre? I don't know. But I mean, Mud has done a great job, but it hasn't. And gameplay has done a good job, but it hasn't. And it hasn't gotten to where we need it to be. Hopefully 21 is an improvement over 20 in the beta. It was tough, but I think a lot of the meta and the shaping of the meta is what I'm most excited about, right? With the user and everything, but I'm not going to talk about all that. So, coin sponsors, that's what I'm deciding. You're going to see it in 21. And, maybe I'll do other sponsors and other ways of expanding the game and the den to try and, stay up with the meta. Try to become water. Try and get people to see me as more legitimate with more sponsors now. And that's kind of my thought about it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going and I'm doing it. So there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.